playing yours now? What's your team name? Oh my god.
Okay, good morning, everyone. Sorry for the delay. Just getting myself settled here, getting coffee. I think we're ready to rock. Can everyone hear me okay? Good morning, Rob, Michelle, Tony. Hey, Ryan. Thanks for tuning in on this lovely Sunday afternoon. Good morning, David. We have another packed day full of team matches for you today. We're at the Leather Pocket In-House League. This is their year-end playoffs. 16 teams they started with. They paid about $125 a night overall, and at the end of the day, they're playing for a $7,000 first prize. 13 to 16 is guaranteed $1,400, so the payouts are fabulous. If you guys ever get the chance to check out the Leather Pocket here in Calgary, I would highly recommend it. Great little pool hall. They've got 8 7-foot diamonds. They've got 6 Valley Bar boxes and 8 9-foot diamonds. You cannot beat their all-day rates. So, fantastic little place if you guys are ever in the Calgary area. There is always action in this room. This is the Oriental Express, who is Peter Almazon, Benny Liu, Alan Wong, Sam Beard, versus BBM, Kevin Glass, Devin Johnson, Andrew Kwan, Ed McCoon, Dave Chung, and Chanel McKenzie. This is an A-side semifinal match. That sounds awesome, David Wilson. Make sure you get in on the Stampede Bar Box. Stampede Bar Box tournament, I believe, is the July 5th weekend. Not going to want to miss that one. DJ just missed the kick on that 8-ball. Looks like Alan's going to get a chance to get his team on the board. Oh, awesome. You're already registered. That's perfect. I will see you then. Corey Livermore leaving his phone ringer on loud and clear this morning. Just want to throw that out there. Some public humiliation may teach him a lesson. It is a lovely day for Pool Monk. Thanks for joining us today. It is, we had some wintry weather here in Calgary yesterday. Had some wet snow for majority of the day. It's kind of like freezing rain is what it was. But today it's going to be nice and sunny and 12 degrees Celsius. So all the snow should be melted by the end of the day. It was actually not terrible. It was not super cold yesterday. It was not super windy. So it was just a nice little dusting of snow. And to be honest, I think that Calgary could use the moisture. Calgary is typically very brown and dry, so maybe it's a good sign of the green spring summer we're about to have. Oh, nice shot by DJ. Nice shot, nice shot. It's a great shot to make first match of the morning. Do you need a ref? Are they asking you for a ref? I can ref. Hang on, guys. I just need to ref a shot. Okay. Here we go. Just had to ref a shot real quick there. Oh no, Wayne. I don't. They're actually so they're in Drumheller, which is about an hour and a half outside of Calgary, and Drumheller is a smaller town. I guess maybe they're town slash city. I'm not even sure if it's city status, but it's a small place just outside of Calgary, and I would assume that their internet is not fantastic. So it may be a little shoddy out there. Thanks for coming to hang with us, though. We're going to have great matches for the rest of the day. This is the A side semifinal. Ooh, that 8 ball just wiped its feet. Okay, so Oriental Express looking to turn up the heat here a little bit. Don't want to be back too far at the beginning of the match. This is the first match of the day, however. So just getting a little warmed up. Peter Almazan just racked on the right side. We have Chanel McKenzie for BBMM on the left. Yeah, Terry, like I said, it's a small place. If you look up and research Drumheller, it is a fascinating place. They've got they call it the Badlands out there, and it's full of I believe it's sandstone hoodoos out there, and they find a plethora of dinosaur remains out in Drumheller. So they have a world-renowned Royal Tyrrell Museum, which is full of dinosaur fossils and facts, and it's massive. I take my kids out there typically every year. So one of the sites to see if you guys are ever in the area. Yeah, I'm sure he's trying hard, Wayne. There's nothing like, taking a little road trip out somewhere and then your stuff not working. It's pretty frustrating. You definitely wanted to, they want to make it work for the people out there too. This is the first time they've reached out to promote the game out there. We actually have one Drumhellerian. I don't even know what you would call that. Drumhellerian? Drumhelleranese? Drumhellerite. He actually plays quite a bit in Calgary, and his main goal was to just get some of the great Calgary players out to Drumheller just to promote the game. The people in Drumheller tend to kind of stay within the town there, and so they don't get to experience playing the game at a really high level or a high caliber. So they really wanted to kind of showcase Steven and Joe, who went out there, do some challenge matches, see if they can light a fire under some of the players out there to, get out to the pool halls and want to get better, and maybe do some traveling to some road trips and play some out of town tournaments. So they're really trying to make a go for it. And I hope they're doing good up there. I hope they get those cameras working. But for now, until they get the cameras working out in Drumheller, we'll just hang out here at Leather Pocket. Like I said, this is an A-side semifinal match. Oriental Express versus BBMM. They're playing for a $7,000 first prize. So quite a few dollars riding the line today. Oh, looks like the right-hand table there kind of stunned himself into some trouble. Doesn't have a shot on his low ball. Ben Liu at the table on the left. Looks like Ben and Chanel are going to have a bit of a safety match this game. Nobody really wanting to open up that cluster by the 8 there. Yeah, Terry, Ryan's probably ready to pull out the rest of the hair he's got left. It is very frustrating. Pretty good little two-way shot by Peter on the right. Not giving his opponent a real good look at his two low balls there. He's got the 6 and the 3. Great shot by Chanel. Like, favor her to get out here. All of her balls are open. They all have a pocket and go. It's all about cue ball placement now. Just controlling that cue ball. Nicest pocket for the 8 would be the right side pocket. Looks like Peter's going to get the Oriental Express on the board. There is one for the Oriental Express on the board. Only behind by 2. Looks like Ben tried to play a safety on the left there, but I don't think he got it. I think Chanel's got that 13 to the side. I think he tried to kind of snug it in there behind the 8 slightly. Good effort by Chanel. Left him tough though. Not a bad leave at all. And plays a little safety back, but I don't think he's all that safe, to be honest. Chanel's got this 13 in the side. And if she strokes this, she can come back down for the 11 or whatever that is. That is the 11 by the 3 ball there. I like her to go rail first for this 10 ball, see if she can swing around, take the 11 in the same pocket. Great shot. And then I still like the 8 ball on the right side. Good morning, Kevin. I can turn up my volume slightly. I'm sitting right close to the table, so I'm trying not to talk too loud. It is the first matches of the morning. Music's on quite low. It is definitely not as busy in here today as it was yesterday. Nice little safety match by Chanel. Hi, buddy. Good, you? Good. You guys winning? A little bit of a slower start here for the Oriental Express, but I believe they are still in the process of waking up. Trying to rev each other up. They need another cup of coffee. Kevin Glass on the table on the right for BBMM. Kevin is going to have to work something out here for that 4-ball in the top left corner. Doesn't really have too much help down in that corner to break it out. And he is quickly running out of options here. The one thing that he could possibly do is use this 3-ball, try and go for the breakout. He could try and hold it in the same area for the 2-ball, play the 2-ball off the 4 in the corner. He may have good enough angle here to break out that 4. He brushed it. Could possibly take another swing at it here if he reverse banks that 7 to the bottom right. I guess it depends on how confident you feel in your banks right now. Pretty smart shot. Just go for the safety. Bump the 4-ball out. However, you are giving your opponent the opportunity to run out. Warren likes the safety game too, he says. Kevin took a shot at that reverse bank on the 7, but double kissed it. Nice little shot by Warren there just to bump his 12 out in the open. A little bit easier to get to now. I favor him to get out here. Looks like we got another safety game on the left. Neither player wanting to open that up down there. I think Warren wanted to be a little bit straighter on that 10 ball, but I think he's okay here. Just a little roll forward. Still has the 9 in the other side. That's another one back for Oriental Express. Clawing the games back one at a time. Better to do that early than late for sure. You've got the early morning Oriental Express hangover going on, is what they just said. Doing some recouping this morning. Good morning, Pete. Thanks for joining us. If you're just tuning in, we are here at the Leather Pocket In-House League year-end playoffs. This is one of the A-side semifinal matches we're watching. One of two. First prize for this tournament here is going to be $7,000 for the team. So nothing to sneeze at here. Good break by Chanel on the right. I believe that her choices are going to be low ball, or low ball. Which is not terrible. 3:10 a.m. Where are you, Pete Robertson? You must be on the other side of the world. We're here at the Leather Pocket in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And it is 20 to 12, 20 to noon here, Mountain Standard Time. Adelaide, Australia. Well, thank you for joining us. If you don't crash soon, we're going to have a full day of pool here for you. This is the second day of the tournament. It will be coming to a close today. So probably I would assume a good 6-8 hours of games left. Thanks for joining us, Patrick. I was just saying that this is one of our A semifinal matches. Grant Zemp's team is actually on the other side of the A semifinal. So the winner of this match and the winner of his match will come to play in the A final. DJ just left that 14 ball hanging there. Not the easiest of openers for Sam on the left. Looking to possibly combo the 3 into the 1 in the bottom left. Mr. Q is actually playing. They're playing B-side this morning. And guys, I do believe, yeah, I still got it here. So this is the draw. Just post that up for you guys. That's the online draw for this tournament. Grant's team is Release the Kraken. Ben Francis's team is called Mr. Q. You can follow along today. So Allen getting a chance to try to run out these high balls on the right. Hello, Steve Kyriakakis, standing beside me. This is Grant's morning pool. I don't know how he's faring over there. I don't you hear any hooting and hollering. I don't hear any bad words, so I don't know how they're doing over there. I'm sure we will find out soon, though. Diamond pockets, folks. No cheating. Sam just wondering who the hell plays pool at 11 o'clock in the morning. This morning pool takes no victims. Typically, if it's the cool kids at 11 o'clock in the morning, Terry, it's the kids that are skipping class. I don't know if we should be promoting that, however, but I like to think we were pretty cool. Alan just needs to keep it together here for a couple more balls. He's got a nice little couple degrees of angle there on the 9, just come off that rail. I like just popping off the rail and taking the 8 ball into the left side. Oh, you got to be able to see it though. I don't know if he ended up putting any outside on that. I don't know if he was planning to crash into the 3 ball and he just underhit it. Well, welcome, Jeff. Glad you got the opportunity to check in today. We will be here all day, most of the evening, I would assume. This is an A-side semifinal match. We're doing a team event. This is the Leather Pocket in-house playoffs. They play from September to April at $125 a night. And first prize is going to be $7,000. So I'm sure you're going to see some grinders happening today. Not sure what Alan's trying to do here. I didn't see him make the call. I don't know if he sees a little bit of that edge. I don't think he can get the cross side across by the 4. Uh-oh, don't scratch. Genius. Tough leave for Chanel. He did not sell out there. Although Chanel is probably pretty happy just to be back at the table. They should be shaking hands right now. Dry break on the left. Big opportunity for Ben Liu. Oh, she hit that great. Allen gets another shot at that 8 ball, luckily. Another one for the Oriental Express, just making these games back one at a time. Nice break on the right. Made a couple balls, and at first glance, I'm taking low ball. Simply because of the 3 in front of those 2 high balls on the top left there. It's really your only trouble solution, only your trouble situation. But I think low ball is the right call here. Oh, that's unfortunate, Jeff. Do you have enough interest to get a league started out there? Is it just all about the price? We are very blessed here in Calgary to have a really strong pool community within Calgary and Edmonton, as a matter of fact. Just all of Alberta. We are very heavily involved in billiards, regardless if it's on 7 foots, 9 foots, 8 ball, 9 ball, 10 ball. We don't play a whole lot of one pocket here, which apparently I hear is very popular in the States. Team events, singles events, we have pool here Monday to Thursday for a league, and then every Friday, Saturday, Sunday you will find a tournament here in Calgary that you can go to pretty much at any level. We've got weekly tournaments for $15 for novice intermediate players. No masters allowed. We do have tournaments at Chill Billiards on the weekends, which is normally for the open players. All Vegas Masters. So we do actually have quite a lot of pool here. Also up in Edmonton, they have quite a few tournaments at the Sands and Rosario's. Top Shots. Top Shots is the newest pool room in Edmonton, and they do quite a few Fargo rated. They input their results into Fargo. They rely on Fargo for rankings to their tournaments. They have, I believe, something ridiculous like 16 9-foot Rawaka tables there. Plus, they just got in some Valley Bar boxes. So, anywhere you go in Alberta, we are very blessed that we can find a pool room, a worthy pool room, pretty much wherever we go. Another one is the Corner Pocket in Red Deer. We really love it there. They've got I think 16 9-foot diamonds, 16 8-foot diamonds, sorry, 16 7-foot diamonds. They have 12 9-foot diamonds. Plus, they have 3 or 4 snooker tables. Um, Red Deer is kind of the halfway point in between Red Deer or between Calgary and Edmonton. So, at any point within Alberta, you are sure to find action or a tournament, just somebody to play cheap sets with. So if you are ever in the Calgary area, make sure you let us know. Just send us a message, and we'll let you know what's happening in the area while you're here. Maybe you can hit up a tournament or so. Well, Jeff, it sounds like you're gonna have to hit the road. You're just gonna have to find some road tournaments to travel to on the weekends, or I would definitely recommend it. It helps your game. I know a lot of people that actually. Oh, missed the 6 ball. I know a lot of people that actually vacation for pool tournaments. So I know a lot of people like to either go camping or, go to Hawaii or Mexico for their vacation. I know quite a few people that actually do pool tournaments for their vacation just because, that's what they enjoy. Slowly coming back. I believe it is 5-4. Ben Liu just expressing he's just gonna crack down and go get himself a beer. He feels like he's got too much blood in his alcohol system this morning. Struggling a little bit.
I'm gonna have a drink here in a minute.
Sam Beard on the same page. Too much blood in the alcohol system this morning. He just can't get things rolling. But they're making an effort here. They were down 4-1. We are back 5-5. It's a race to 8. Okay, so we are tied at 5s. Oriental Express on both of these tables now. Hoping to find the opportunity to get ahead for the first time in this match. They've been trailing since they started. Warren gets a ball on the left, but it's not a pretty table. A little bit of a tricky table to get out on. Roy, the 13 means they're racing to 13. That is the race today, the magic number. First team to get to 13 wins the match. Based on wins only. No, the connection here looks pretty good, Terry. Just checking all my functions, all the screens. Everything looks to have a good connection. So maybe close the YouTube out and come back in and see if that fixes it. Yeah, I said race to 8 because they're tied at 5. So it's like they're starting at 0. It's the first team to win the next 8 games. Nice little draw shot by Warren there. Good to hear, Terry. When all else fails, just reboot. Oh, almost under hit. He definitely wanted to, just watching Warren's game here on the left, definitely wanted to leave some angle on that 5 because he's got to come off the bottom rail, back up table for the 3. But he almost severely underhit that. Great recovery, but on the wrong side of that 3. Slightly underhit. I think originally he was looking at being a little bit straighter on the 3, taking the 8 ball to the bottom left. Good try. Had to rely off the carom off that high ball that was sitting there for shape on the 8. Had to adjust the plan there. Oh. DJ's going to give him another shot at the table here. Oh, nice shot. Oh, these guys are just not getting lucky this morning. It was a great shot. Knew he was going to carom off that ball for shape on the 8. I think that was the 12 ball, but the 12 ball. Oh, no, sorry, it was the 13. Kicked into the 13, into the 10, and blocked the path of the 8. Tough rubs. Nice little reverse bank by Sam on the right. Nice try by Warren. That almost went. But he's in good position now. He's got the pocket partially covered. Makes it tough for DJ. DJ's going to have to come with a stroke here. DJ opts for the safety, and I'm not 100% that he got there. Looks like Warren still has this 8-ball off the rail first. The angle is a little steep, but he seems to like it. Oh, he's looking at Massey rail first. So a little swerve, a little rail into the 8. Missed it. So a great safety by DJ. Gets himself ball in hand. I like taking the 14 ball to the left side first. I like taking the 14 ball to the side, 10 ball to the top right. That is the 13 ball by the spot there. 13 to the top left. 11 to the right side for the 9 in the bottom corner. I didn't see how Sam got to this 8-ball here. I'm not sure if his opponent left him that or he left himself that. Either which way, that is a tough 8. Great hit by Sam. Good contact. Bad news is it's tied up again. Great stroke by Chanel on the right. Chanel is looking to make Sam pay for his mistakes. BBMM has been ahead this entire match. Oriental Express just caught up, tied it up. But have yet to pull ahead, so they're looking to make something happen here. I don't actually mind where Chanel is right now. She can cut this 9-ball into the left side. She's got good angle. Try for a breakout. That 12-ball is tightly tied up on the top rail. Very nice. Left herself with a combo. But she's been making these this weekend, so. Nailed it. Nailed it. That was a nice shot. I'm sure she was hoping for a little bit of better shape, but I think she's all right here. If she cuts this 10-ball over to the top right, she does have to be a little careful about not rubbing off that 8-ball and scratching the corner. She is cutting it quite thin. Opted for the safety. Smart shot. Great lead, a little safety by Sam. Chanel's in a tough spot now. She could one rail kick at that 10. Try to back cut that 10 to the top right corner. Actually don't mind that play simply because it's a little bit of a two-way. She wouldn't have shape on her 12-ball, but the cue ball would be on the bottom end of the table, which I do like. Nice shot by Allen on the left, but left himself super tough. A great hit by Chanel. I'm not sure if Sam can actually see the edge of that 8 ball. It looks like he can just see it. Oh, no, played the safety right back. Not terrible either. I believe, I'm not sure if that 8 ball still goes. But Chanel's gonna have to play a shot here. Or a little bit more cat and mouse. Now Sam actually does have to hit that 8 ball. Very smart of Chanel there. Get Sam to move it out of the way. If I'm Sam, I'm just sinking her 12 ball. Oriental Express looking for the 8 ball to keep it even. It's in. We're at 60s. Put the 10 down by the pocket. Sam was the 8 ball, so he took a deliberate foul. He didn't have a shot at the 8. Obviously did not want to open it for Chanel. Chanel at the table on the right is high ball. Yeah, this is a real, like a no-brainer for Sam. Chanel just kind of made it easy for Sam to play the safe. Almost overhit that. He almost made that 12 ball and handed her that 8 ball. He would have been some mad. So everything's wide open now. Chanel's just got to bring this one last kick, 12 ball to the corner. A little bit short. Okay, so for the first time, the Oriental Express pulls ahead and has the lead in this match. Been trailing the whole time. They were down 4-1.
Yep. Yep.
7-6.
Yeah, 7-6. There you go. Yeah. Yeah, turn it off. Save energy.
Score on the board is right, guys. 7-6, Oriental Express pulling ahead for the first time this match.
Second time.
Oh, who was that? Who was that on the right table? Peter. Peter Almazan loses the cue ball on that right table. Morning, Todd.
Yellow and easy shot. Easy bump.
If you guys are just joining us, we are here at the Leather Pocket In-House League. This is their year-end playoffs. They play from September to April. They pay about $125 a night for 16 teams. Payouts are fantastic. $7,000 for first. 13 to 16 is guaranteed $1,400. Currently, we are watching one of the A-side semifinal matches. Our very own Grant's team is on the other side of the A-side semifinal. So I would assume we'll be watching the winner of this match and that match right after this.
Okay, man.
I know. Really?
That's 14. Alright, there you go.
Good weight by Ben here on the left. He's got, I like taking the 1 ball, the 2 ball, 3 ball, and just drawing back for the 8.
You struck me first time.
This is going to work too. 3 ball, use the 2 ball to come on top of the 8. Possibly shoot the 8 ball into the left side. This makes the shot a little bit more difficult. It's all weight. And he's up and over that 14 ball. Uh-oh. You never want to be up and over a ball like that. It definitely makes the shot much harder. The awkward bridge, being jacked up. Oriental Express having a tough time this morning. Just can't get anything going. Couple of unforced errors. Oh, so close. Ben almost kicks that 2 all in. Tie game again. Maybe. Chanel hit that rack really good. Didn't get a ball though. Good, solid hit. Another 8 ball for BBM on the left table. Just taking an extra moment here. It's in. BBMM not giving up the lead. Guys, I'm just going to take a moment to refresh my coffee. I feel like I need it this morning. Give me a few minutes, I'll be right back. Okay, guys, we're back in it. Score on the board is correct. We're at 8s. First team to 13 takes the match. This is the A side semifinal. Sam's just trying to hold out here. Hold it together for another couple balls.
Nice shot, Sammy. Right now, man.
Get out, buddy.
Solid.
All right, the pooches. Come on, boys. Let's go.
Sounds like the team's starting to wake up. First match of the day, always the toughest.
That's how you get when you get beat up every time. Give me fucking shit.
Kevin Glass for BBM racking the balls on the left.
Some win.
Allen is Oriental Express on the right. Allen's just reevaluating here how he's going to try and get out this table on the right. Does have that one trouble ball, that 10 ball, tied up on the 2 on the left. Opted for a safety and a good one. Dave gets back to the table, but he doesn't have a good shot on the right.
This guy should be called Revo. They have all Revo cubes, all of them. What? They are expensive cubes. They have all black cubes.
Come on now, let's go, buddy.
Allen got himself a ball in hand with that safety. Just needs shape on that 9-11 on top of the 8 there. Don't really want to leave yourself a combination unless you absolutely have to. So ideally, he'd like to be on the right side of those balls. Pick one of them off anyway.
I don't know yet. This is the battle of team captain. You have to excel this team.
Looks like that's what he's left himself with, though. 11-9, top right corner.
Good shot, Alan. Saw, buddy.
Nails it.
Everybody is hot now except me.
No, you better not start.
I'm drinking. Fuck.
No drink. We have a
Except
big
for like 2 hours. Well, an hour ago.
video is drink.
Okay.
You drink Rocky Man. Get the rat inside.
I'm gonna fucking lose in a minute here.
You want to stay late last night, huh?
No, that is. You can just drink. Come on, buddy. Let's go, buddy.
Ball in hand for Ben on the left.
Dalawa na naman.
So Grant Zemp's team on the other side of the A-side final. Looks like they just won their match. Lots of high-fiving going on over there. So looks like Grant's team will be on one side of the A-side final, waiting for their opponent, which is the winner of this match here. That puts Norm Doucette's team on the B side. That is the Van Buren boys. So Jeremiah Hampton, Larry Walper, Norm Doucette, Georgios, Corey Livermore, and John Ditto going to the B side after the first match this morning. If you are just checking in, we are here at the Leather Pocket In-House League. This is the year-end playoffs. These teams play from September to April. Good try by Allen on the right. Tried to come up with a safety there. Just came up slightly short. As I was saying, these guys play from September to April. They are playing for a $7,000 first prize. So first prize for these teams is $7,000 to split amongst them. Just as a side note, guys, don't be like Corey Livermore and leave your ringers on your phone.
Yep.
Good thing you checked before it rang. Nice little shot by Ben on the left. Perfect angle on the 7 just to pick it off. I believe he did have the combo as well, but like I said before, you don't want to leave yourself with a combo. I'm not sure actually how many weeks this league plays, Keith, but they do pay every team. Every team pays 125 a night, and Sam says he believes it is 26 weeks. 26 weeks, 26 or 28 weeks by 16 teams. So great little payouts for this in-house league.
Boy, Benny.
Be sure, Vinny, be sure. I'm scared when they shoot the 7, like you make like, you know. Relax.
Oriental Express just kind of pumping each other up. They're ahead by 2 games for the first time in this match. They've been struggling and they've been grinding. BBMM started with a commanding lead at the beginning. They were down 4-1. Oriental Express was down 4-1 at the very beginning of this match and just been grinding and grinding, being able to get it even, but not ahead. Looks like they're just slowly starting to wake up, pulling it together. Allen on the right for Oriental Express. Puts them ahead by 3. Yeah, you're probably about right, Keith. Like I said earlier, though, Calgary is very blessed with a very strong pool community. So I know that a lot of leagues down in the States, they pay pretty much next to nothing, $8-10 a night, which does not give you a very good pot at the end of the year. But what we're used to here in Alberta is, I wouldn't call them hefty fees, but they are substantial once you add it up, put it all together at the end of the year. You are investing, $3,000 plus as a team. So when it comes to end of year playoffs and you're winning $7,000, you are more than likely doubling your money for the year. The good news is also for the teams that finish 13-16 and go 2-0, they're guaranteed $1,400. So that's about approximately half of your money back. And when you look at it like that, as an investment, my view on that is, when you do something extracurricular for your enjoyment, whether it be golf or tennis or hockey, you pay annual fees, weekly fees, and pool is just one of those things where you do get the opportunity to make some money back at the end. It's not very many sports where you get that chance. But yeah, I think that we're very lucky that we play a game that we enjoy. We can be social throughout the year, have a good time with our friends, have a few beers and some eats, be competitive, and still have a chance to make money at the end. Not very many sports give you that opportunity. Yeah, it's these guys pay what's relative to their division. So as you watch throughout the day, you'll find that once we get down to the top teams, they play very strong. And as you go up in divisions, the payout becomes a little bit more and more important. just the reality of the sport is when you're playing at a little bit of a lower division, it's more about the fun and hanging out with the guys and having some beers. And then kind of as you go up to the higher calibers, the payouts tend to be more important. So they do invest more money into their weekly fees, which then results in higher payouts. And our hope here at CSL is to stream some of these matches and hopefully players learn a little something. I know that my game has certainly elevated quite a bit since we started streaming, just watching the good players play. My table patterns are definitely better. I've sponged some good information. I've learned to not move the cue ball around too much unless I have to. I've simplified my game. So the streams, in my opinion, are great to watch. Yeah, like I said, I've definitely seen my game escalate substantially just by watching the streams. Okay, so a turn of events, Oriental Express, the first one to the hill. Like I said, they've been trailing this entire match.
On the hill, boys.
12-8.
12-8 is right.
Thank you, Keith. I tried just to keep you guys updated, keeping you informed, make sure that the scores are correct. We do have a lot of viewers that are watching their friends play, so. Terry, where are you watching from? Are you watching from Calgary? I think we're going to see a different game here from BBMM. They may play a few more safeties. That right table is a little tricky. Lots of little clusters there. Newfoundland. Well, Terry, I would assume that it is quite pricey for you guys to get to Vegas. Across the country and down into US dollars. So it sounds like you guys got a good system out there. Do you guys play VNEA or BCA? APA, or sorry, CPA, it would be called in Canada. CCS, perhaps even. Which event do you guys play in Vegas? CPA. So you guys go down to the States for the APA tournament. That is actually something that we don't have here in Calgary. They do have a CPA league in Edmonton, which is about 3 hours north, but not something that we have in Calgary. I feel like we have enough leagues in Calgary. There's lots to choose from. VNEA, BCA, CCS. And we are we're very accustomed to the points, the point structure for wins, or by wins and losses, which would be BCA. We don't typically run on handicaps unless you're in like the lower B divisions. They use handicaps. In the league that I play in, once you're in the A divisions, we play straight up. There's 3 or 4 different divisions of A's or Masters, and it is just you play in the division that you feel that you're competitive in, and you play straight up. So I have mixed feelings on the CPA here in Calgary. I do wish that they would try it. However, I know that the handicap structure and the recording process is much different, and I just don't know how well that would be received. It's, players are typically not very comfortable with change. I do like BCA. I do like BCA formats for tournament play. However, I do prefer the VNEA point structure better for playoffs. I much prefer the point structure simply because I find that it's a little bit more exciting when you're down just by 2 or 3 balls rather than the win. I find that you play the game different. You are more rewarded for your runouts. If somebody on your team gets an ERO, there's a reward for that because it's a difference of 10 points versus just 1 win. So I just find that it makes the tournament more exciting with the point structure. I have watched a few videos on CPA and how to record points and how to record stats and all that kind of stuff. And I just feel like the Calgary players are so accustomed to either just wins or losses or points. I don't know how well the CPA structure would be received here. It's just so different. And I know that you guys record actual misses versus safeties. And from my experience watching these players, they typically don't pay a whole lot of attention to their teammates' game. Not like that anyways. However, I would be interested if somebody were to try it. But you'll see the majority of the West go down. Western and mid Canadians will go down for VNEA. Not so much BCA. I think BCA is just at a tough time of year for Canadians. July, it's ridiculous hot in Vegas, which we're not accustomed to. And July, I find, is just a bad time of year because once the kids are out of school, then you're planning around vacations and family vacations and camping and golfing and fishing and all that sorts of stuff. So it's harder for Canadians to kind of get away in July. This is Sam at the table on the left and Warren at the table on the right. Both Oriental Express players, and they just need one more game to seal the deal on this match. Winner of this match is going to the A-side final. The loser is going to have to take the longer route on the B-side. A few more matches today. Sam just trying to figure out how he's going to get back here for this 5. He overhit it. Wanted to be a little bit more center table. Looks like he was anticipating maybe a little crashing into a little bit of traffic at the top of the table. But he hit every window. Not sure if he's calling cross side or the bank corner. Not sure if that bank corner actually goes past that 9 ball. We do not know. VNEA and CCS does not play innings. That is just simply a CPA thing. That's another thing, too, that we never would keep track of. It's just wins or losses or points left on the table. I find that because we are so VNEA and BCA based, which is a very simple way of keeping score, to go to something a little bit more difficult or detailed, like the CPA with the innings and the skill levels and the safeties versus misses and all that kind of stuff, would be very difficult. However, had you do that the reverse way, had we been very CPA based and we went to a simpler form, it would be a little bit better received. How we do it here in Calgary typically is if you win your division, it's mandatory that you move up to the next division. And the league operators just kind of keep track of what you've won, when you've won, how long it's been since you've won. And the basic rule of thumb would be once you win a division, you move up to the next division and you are ranked that until you play approximately 3 years. If you play 3 years without cashing or winning in the top percentage, then they will look at it and move you back down a division. But we keep it pretty simple here. So BBM at the tables here. Dave is still shooting on the left. And Andrew is shooting on the right. But he has given Warren another opportunity on the right. So Warren's looking to get out on this table here. And I like his odds. All of his balls go. They're nice and open. Nothing's tied up. I think a shot clock at the amateur level is very tough. You would have to have enough referees to man every table, and I find that the shot clock is very intrusive when you've got 10, 20, 50 matches happening at the same time. That's it for the Oriental Express. That win on the right table is the finisher. So we'll see Oriental Express and Grant's team, it sounds like, in the A-side final. But yeah, just on that note, Terry, I find that the shot clock is very intrusive. At a professional level, absolutely. On an amateur level, it's just way too much manpower and way too intrusive on the other matches happening around that. However, I am definitely not opposed to starting matches on 3 tables to make sure that they finish on time or catch them up. That's just my preference. Oh, sorry, that was directed at Keith. Yeah. I think keeping matches on time is super important. If there is a match that is behind, like this one here just finished 10 minutes behind. So which means at the end of the day, it's going to be a half an hour behind by the other team. By the time the other teams move into place, get set up at the tables, fill out their rosters, it's going to be about 1:30. I believe the next match is supposed to start at 1 o'clock. But yeah, if you have consistently teams that are 10, 15 minutes behind by the end of the afternoon, you're an hour plus behind. So like I said, I would not be opposed to, as long as you have enough tables, starting the next match on 3 tables. Get the brackets caught up time-wise. So guys, it looks like we have the other teams kind of trying to fit their way in here to the tables. They want to hit some practice balls. So I am going to shut down the stream, reset, get resituated, and we will be back with the next match probably within about 15 minutes here. So don't go too far. We'll be back.